In the days of Jesus, the temple was a place of worship, of prayer, and of giving. Crowds gathered daily, bringing their offerings, each coin clattering loudly as it fell into the great chest. The wealthy came first, men in fine robes, their purses heavy with silver and gold. With proud faces they poured out large sums. The sound of the coins rang out across the temple courts, and people turned their heads in awe. To human eyes, it seemed as though no one could give more. But among the crowd was a woman, quiet, unnoticed by most. A widow, dressed in worn garments, her steps slow but steady. Her hands trembled as she reached into the folds of her garment. She carried not a bag of silver, not even a handful of copper, but 2 of the smallest coins in the land. 2 mites, barely worth a fraction of a penny. They were all she had. As the wealthy men cast their riches with pride, she stepped forward in silence. She opened her hand, and with a heart full of faith, she let the 2 tiny coins fall. The sound was soft, barely heard by those around her. No applause followed, no admiring looks. To most, her gift meant nothing. But heaven was watching. Jesus, sitting nearby with his disciples, saw what no one else saw. He rose, his eyes filled with compassion, and he called his followers closer. "Truly, I tell you," he said, "this poor widow has given more than all the rest. For they gave out of their abundance, but she gave out of her poverty. She gave all she had to live on." The disciples stood amazed. How could 2 tiny coins outweigh piles of gold? But Jesus revealed the secret. True giving is not measured by the size of the gift, but by the sacrifice behind it. The rich gave without pain, but the widow gave with trust. Trust that God would provide even when she had nothing left. That day, her 2 tiny coins echoed louder in heaven than all the treasures of the wealthy. Her gift became a timeless lesson, written forever in the gospel, reminding us that the value of a gift is not in its amount, but in the heart of the giver. So whenever you give, whether much or little, remember the widow. For in God's eyes, the smallest offering given in faith is greater than the richest treasure given in pride.